All right, so if you're a developer, you definitely know this feeling. You've just built something incredible on your local machine, and you have that urgent need to show it to somebody, like right now. Well, we're going to solve that exact problem today. We're going to show you how to take your local server and expose it to the entire world, and do it safely and securely.
And that's the big question, right? You've got this amazing web app. Maybe it's a slick Next.js project, a backend API in Node, or even just a simple little website. And it's running perfectly on your computer. But how do you actually get it from your machine into the hands of a client or teammate, or even just onto your own phone for some quick testing?
Because, if you just email them that localhost 3000 link, what they're going to see is, well, nothing. A big ol' error message. And that's because localhost is totally private. It's basically a secret code word for your own machine, and it's completely invisible to the outside internet.
So, let's talk about why. Why is your machine basically its own little island? Let's quickly break down the technical reasons it's so cut off from the rest of the web.
Yeah, this slide really gets to the heart of it. See, your computer knows that localhost, or 127.0.0.1, just means me. But the rest of the internet, it has absolutely no idea what that means. Your home router has no clue how to take a request from the outside world and guide it to port 3000 on your specific laptop. On top of that, your public IP address changes all the time. And trying to manually open up ports on your router is not only a huge pain, it's a massive security risk. Just don't do it.
So, what's the move? Instead of trying to punch holes in our digital walls, which is a terrible idea, we're going to build a smart, secure bridge. And that bridge is a concept called tunneling. It's a really elegant solution that connects the public internet to your private machine without ever compromising your security.
And for this, we're going to use something called a Cloudflare tunnel. Now, I want you to think of this thing like a secret, secure corridor. This corridor starts way out on Cloudflare's giant global network and tunnels all the way down directly to the app running on your local host. And here's the best part. You get a public URL that anyone can use, but your home IP address stays completely hidden and safe.
Okay, so how does this magic actually work? It's pretty simple, really. A user, anywhere in the world, goes to your new public URL. That request first hits Cloudflare's network. From there, Cloudflare zips the request through that secure private tunnel directly to your machine. Your local app processes it, sends a response back through that very same tunnel and out to the user. To them, it's totally seamless. It just feels like a normal website.
All right, let's get our hands dirty. There are two ways we can set this up, and we're going to start with what I call the quick fix. This is for when you need a link to share like 30 seconds from now. No fuss, no setup, just pure speed.
And I'm not kidding, this is basically a two-step process. First, you'll need to install a tiny little command line tool called Cloudflared. If you're on a Mac, you can get it with Homebrew. If you're on Windows or Linux, it's just a quick download. Once that's installed, you are literally one command away.
And this is the magic command right here. You just pop open your terminal, type Cloudflare Tunnel, add the -URL flag, and point it straight at your local server. In this case, http://localhost:3000. You hit enter, and that's it. You're done.
The second you hit enter on that command, Cloudflare instantly spits out a random temporary public URL. It'll look something like randomname.try.cloudflare.com. You can copy that link, send it to anyone, and they will see exactly what's running on your machine. The only catch, the second you close that terminal window, the tunnel closes too. So it's absolutely perfect for a quick share, but it's not meant to be a permanent thing.
Okay, that quick fix is awesome for a quick demo. But what if you need something, a bit more permanent? Something stable, on your own custom domain that just runs in the background? Well, that's where the Pro setup comes in. This is what you'll want for any kind of long-term project or professional work. Now, to pull this off, you're only going to need two things, and they're both pretty easy to get. First, you need a free Cloudflare account. Signing up takes just a minute. And second, you'll need your own custom domain. If you don't have one, you can grab one from any domain registrar for just a few bucks a year.
First things first, you got to let Cloudflare know about your domain. You'll log in, click Add a Site, and pop in your domain name. You can just select the free plan. It's super generous. Cloudflare will then give you 2 new name servers. All you have to do is copy those and paste them into the settings wherever you bought your domain. This just lets Cloudflare manage the traffic. It might take a few minutes to kick in, but it's usually pretty fast.
Okay, once that's done, you're going to dive into your Cloudflare account and head over to the Zero Trust dashboard. It sounds kind of intense, but don't worry. From there, you'll go to Access, then Tunnels, and click Create a Tunnel. Give it a name you'll remember, like My Dev Laptop. Cloudflare will then hand you one single command to run in your terminal. That command has a unique, secret token that securely links the software on your machine to this specific tunnel in your account.
All right, last step. This is where we connect the dots. In the tunnel settings, you'll add a public hostname. This is the URL people will actually visit, like web.yourdomain.com. Then you just tell it that any traffic coming to that address should be sent over to your local service, so localhost 3000. You hit save, and boom, you are live on the internet with a permanent custom URL.
So just to recap, let's put these two methods side by side so you can see which one's right for you. The temporary tunnel? It's instant, zero configuration, but you get a random URL and it dies when you close your terminal. The permanent tunnel, it takes a few minutes to set up and requires a domain, but you get a clean, professional URL and it runs as a service in the background, always on. You just pick the right tool for the job.
Okay, so this is all super cool tech, but why should you care? Like, how does this actually help you in your day-to-day coding life? What can you really do with this? Well, the applications here are incredibly practical, and they can genuinely speed up your entire workflow.
Oh, the possibilities are awesome. You can now give a client a live, interactive preview of the site you're actively building on your machine. You can finally test webhooks from services like Stripe or GitHub, which need a public URL to send data to. You can pull out your phone, type in your domain, and test your responsive design on a real mobile device. You can even get fancy and route api.yourdomain.com to your backend running on port 8000 and web.yourdomain.com to your front end on port 3000, all from the very same machine. It's incredibly powerful.
Look, at the end of the day, what this does is it tears down that wall between your local development environment and the public internet. It unlocks all these new, faster workflows for sharing, testing, and collaborating. So the only question left is, now that your local machine is officially connected to the world, what's the first thing you're going to share?